Okay, so I'm going to start this video off by doing a little bit of shopping. Not that I really need to, but I was honestly just having a little look anyway. I just do this sometimes. I'll just have a look to see what there is. And there are actually a couple here that I think I potentially want to buy. So the first one is this guy, Irish Cob. He looks gorgeous. Let's have a look. Genetics, he is genetic tested. Okay, he's partly genetic tested. So this says he is a bay and he's got the silver gene over the top. Okay, first of all, does not look bay. He looks a lot more chestnut, but he is stunning. He's also got the paint pattern that I really like. And obviously, look at that GP, 851. So we're definitely buying him. And then I also saw this guy. Hopefully they will be genetic tested. He is. So again, he's a bay. He's got cream and 2 of the Tobiano. Do I want to get him? Do I need to get him? He is better than a couple of the other ones that I've got. I think he's better than the grown-up ones that I've got. But then we did just get an 851, so I feel like we don't need him. So I think I'm going to pass on him, actually. I don't think I'm going to look at any of the others. Ooh, that looks interesting. This has got Tobiano and Sabino as well, like the previous ones we've looked at. He's got double cream. Okay, double cream over black, which I think makes a Perlino. I did some research. I finally, I've been saying it in every video, I finally did some research. So I now know the difference between Cremello and Perlino. Who's proud of me? Please be proud of me. But basically the way that I understand it now is a Perlino is 2 of the cream genes over bay. If you only have 1 cream gene over bay, it makes a buckskin. The Cremello is 2 of the cream genes over chestnut, and only 1 cream gene over chestnut is Palomino. So that is how I figured it out. I hope that's correct. I just read it on one website and I was like, yep, that's a fact. I'm taking it. This guy's cool. I don't think I'm gonna, sorry, this girl, she's cool. I don't think I'm gonna get her because we do have the 2 mares we bought in the last video. But she looked quite cute. Oh, I love the paint pattern on this one. I've not seen that one before, I don't think. Again, this one will be a Perlino. Oh, it's also got a silver gene over the top. I'm not sure what that changes about it. But again, I think I'm going to leave her. She does have very nice paint markings though. Okay, I think that's going to be it for the Irish Cobs. We're going to move on to Oldenburgs now. So we're going to move that to 940. Let's see if there is anything here that we might like. We're going to, it already is lowest buyout. Okay. Don't think there's anything I like on the first page. Ooh. Nope, I've seen the eyes. This one's going to grey out. Can already tell. It looks like the one we bought in the last video. Looks very cool, but if he's going to go grey, no point having him. Alright, I don't think there's anything I'm interested in there. I mean, what's this one? This one looks like it could be a Cremello. Does looks kind of cool. We could bid for him. There is this mare as well that looks like she'll be a Perlino. A Cremello, sorry, that's what she is, a Cremello. I do kind of like her, We might as well bid for her. We'll start that off. This one's kind of cute. Oh, she's gonna grey out. I can see the eyes. It's alright, she was very expensive anyway. Yeah, these are very expensive. One's cute. Again, very expensive though. I think this one's just a Palomino. Yep. I think we have a Palomino mare. Well, she's a filly, but we have one in foal stalls. So I think we're good. That's just a standard bay. And this one's gonna grey out. I kind of like the face marking on this one, I'm not gonna lie. And there's a chance that it turns out to be a cool looking bay. Like it could be one of the dark ones or something like that. So I think we might as well. He's a decent GP. It's better than the ones that we've got. Let's have a look. Okay, so this one is a lot better than the ones that we've currently got, and this guy is a little bit better. So I think this is gonna work out quite well. If we have a look at the other stallion that we're gonna have. So the new one that we bought for the Irish Cobs is gonna be better than this one. And what was the Oldenburg one? Let's have a look again. 45, so this one is 43, so again the new one is going to be better, thank god. I'm just going to put them in the pasture because they're quite young, so we can wait for those to grow up. There hasn't been any foals born yet from the previous video, so we're still waiting on those. Still got a lot to wait for them to grow up, but that's fine. It's fine. There hasn't been any changes since the last video yet. I think maybe 1 or 2 have sold, and that's it. So I'll add to this video when I have a couple more updates for you guys. Okay, it has been ages since I've recorded the first part of this video, but it's fine. This is the whole point of this, but it's been a lot longer than I usually leave it. But that means that we actually have some stuff to talk about, which is great. So I'm just gonna go through, probably start with the foal pastures first. So obviously, the first part of this video we did buy a few of these horses, which is great. We have had some new ones born, so I'm trying to figure out where I would have shown you up to. Maybe you know about Ghost. Potentially you don't know about any of these. So we have this little guy, Astronaut. He's just gonna be a chestnut Kathiawari. But he is the best GP for those that we've got so far, which is very nice. We have Call Me Baby, which if you know what song that is, congratulations, it's an incredible song. But she is going to be I've just had a massive brain fart. I know what this coat colour is called because I've mentioned it so many times before, but I genuinely can't think of what the name is. Wow, no, that is crazy. I know what it is because we've spoken about it so much because I've been trying to figure out what genes make certain coats, so I know what this is, but I can't think of it. Is it buckskin? It's not buckskin, is it? That is the worst brain fart I have had in so long. Anyway, you know what coat colour this is, we've spoken about it before, but she's gorgeous and she's also a decent GP. Then we have Total Eclipse. I couldn't figure out where I'd gotten this name from, but I'm pretty sure it's from a Rival Stars video. So apparently I really liked it enough to reuse it and remember it, but she's gorgeous. I don't know what you would call a coat colour, whether it's like a bay dun or something like that, but she's very cute. I really hope that she stays as dark as it looks like she is, but she's pretty. We have Truman, so he is one that has the very cool face marking, which, as you know, I've been very obsessed with recently, after I figured out that they could have a lot more white on the Kathiawaris. So he's got the SW1, which I don't know what that means, but I like it, so I'm very happy with that. But it looks like he's just going to be a standard bay, so I'm hoping he comes out looking really cute, so I'm very excited about that. Then we have Starlost, so she is from one of the newer mares and the newer stallion that we got. Very excited for her. She, again, is going to be the one that I've forgotten the name of, with the cream over bay. It'll come back to me. I think it might be buckskin, but it also might not be. I'm having the worst brain fart right now. But she's got the Tobiano and the Sabino, which, again, very happy about. That is what we like to see. And then the last one is Killshot. I kept her because she had a better GP, but she's got the dun over the bay. I don't know, she doesn't have any white markings, so I might not end up actually keeping her, but we're keeping her for now. We had Marigold grow up. She looks stunning. Very beautiful Palomino colour. I love her. She's got the double Tobiano as well, which very cool pattern. I love it. I love her. We also had this girl, Hollow, I decided to call her. She is bay with cream and dun, which I'm very excited for. I don't know if that's what the mother is as well. Potentially could be. Okay, so she's got the cream, but she's not got the dun. She's got silver. I don't think the baby has silver. Oh, the baby does have silver. So the baby has silver, dun, and cream over bay. So I think she's going to look really cool, but I think she's also a decent GP, which is why I'm keeping her as well. Once HR Stunner has had her baby, I'm going to sell her because I think she's the lowest GP we have. So she will be sold, and then obviously we're still waiting for all of these to grow up. Yeah, but I'm very excited. So this guy is going to grow up in 3 days, and I'm very excited because I need better Oldenburg studs to breed with, because my stallions, they aren't the best right now. So I'm waiting for him to grow up and him to grow up, and then I'll be pretty happy. But yeah, let's have a look at the other horses we've got. So we've got the Kathiawaris. We have had this one from one of the studs that we found in the last video. It's got a nice cool little face marking. Not completely what I wanted, but it does have the SW1, which I think is what we are aiming for. And then it's going to be a bay. I'm hoping it's a nice looking bay. We shall see. But it was also a decent GP, so we're keeping her. I called her Interstellar, which I think is a video game, but it was stuck in my head, the name, when I checked the game and she was born, so I just decided to call her that. Then we also had Easy, which is a Stray Kids song. It's got blue eyes. I don't know if you can really tell, but to me it looks like it's a blue eye. Obviously it's gonna go grey, but it does also have the SW1 and the cute little face marking that I like, so I'm hoping this one looks good. I'm hoping it doesn't just turn out to be white. I'm not particularly into just the white patterns, but if it's the same sort of colour as the mum, just like, I suppose a dapple grey. I like a dapple grey, but not a white grey, if that makes sense. But the blue eye looks very cool, so I'm hoping it's going to be like the mother. But he's a stallion, so I'm hoping if he's good and we keep him, we get some good stuff out of him as well. But I think that is all for the Kathiawari mares. The Oldenburgs, so I'm putting a lot of these up for sale once they have given birth, because we have a lot of Oldenburg foals that are waiting to grow up, and they are much, much better stats GP-wise than the mares that I currently have. So unfortunately we will be selling a lot of these, but the good thing about that is I get to reuse the names that I like, which I absolutely will be reusing quite a lot of these. But let's have a look. So we had this one, Parade. She is just going to be a chestnut, but she was a good GP, so we're keeping her. We have Megaverse. Again, incredible song. I love that song so much. But she's just going to be a black filly, black mare. But she, again, better GP. We have Phoenix finally grew up, and she looks so much better than I was expecting her to look. I thought she was just going to be sort of like a standard Palomino colour, but she's not. She's the same colour as the stallion that I've been using quite a lot, which I don't really know what to call it. It kind of just looks like a smoky Palomino colour, but I'm assuming there'll be like a specific name for it. But I am so in love with her. She is incredible. I'm gonna actually give her, I got some new backgrounds. I want to give her one. I think she might look good with this one. Thanks. Let's have a look. I'm hoping she looks good with this. Ah, she does. Look at that. She is stunning. I'm so happy about her. I have bred her just to this guy, which I think is, yeah, he's a chestnut. He's like a liver chestnut colour, so hopefully we might get some cool out of them. I don't really know how I don't really know how genetics works in this game in terms of like what passes down and what doesn't. But, you know, we might get something cool out of them. But yeah, I have quite a lot of, obviously, Oldenburg fillies, which will grow up into mares, and they are better GP than a lot of the ones we've got. So I do want to sell a lot, because I don't need too many of each horse, you know what I mean? Like, I kind of only need, I'd probably say 4, 5, maybe 6 mares tops, and then like 1 or 2 stallions. Especially because I have been breeding with other people's studs quite a lot recently, so this is just way too many, especially when the others grow up. So once they've given birth and had their foals, I will be selling all of the ones that have the little, I don't know what you call these. I know these are square brackets, so I'll be selling the ones without the square brackets, because I don't know the names of punctuation, apparently. But anyway, my Icelandic studs, Roll the Dice grew up. I don't know if I showed him you in the last video, but he is a stunner. I love him. He's chestnut with double cream, and he also has a silver gene, and obviously Tobiano. Stunning, stunning stallion. I love him. I did put one of the others that we used to have on sale. He is still on sale. I'll show you all of my sales tab in a second. But yeah, these are the 3 that we've got that we're working with at the moment. I do have just one Irish Cop Stallion stud colt that is going to grow up in 2 weeks-ish. Once he is grown up, I will also be selling this guy, which might seem stupid because this one is lower GP, but I want to keep breeding this guy for the pattern of him. And then I've already had lots of foals from him, so he can be sold. He can be moved on, you know? Because I feel like a lot of the babies that I have, a lot of the mares, potentially could have him as the stallion, which obviously we don't want to do inbreeding, so I think he is going to be sold. These are the 3 Kathiawari stallions that I have. I'm going to be honest, I've mostly been breeding the Kathiawaris from other people's studs, just because now I've figured out that they can have cool patterns and I want them. So these haven't really changed much. Obviously we have 2 colts that will grow up, but that's going to be quite a while from now, so these probably won't change much between now and the next video. Then my Oldenburgs, obviously, again, I have said we've got 2 stallions that we're waiting for, and they are both ones that we have bought, so they're not going to be related to the mares that we have. So once those have grown up, they are also a better GP, I believe. Yeah, a much better GP. So once they've grown up, I will obviously sell these 2. Especially because a lot of the ones I have bred have been bred to these, sort of in the earlier ones, the earlier mares we've had. So I think a lot of the ones that I'm going to be selling will probably be potentially have these as a parent, maybe. But yeah, they're just a lower GP, so it makes no sense to keep those when I have some that are growing up that are going to be a better GP to breed with. Especially because I pretty much... recently I have been breeding a lot more with other people's studs. I try and find cheap ones. I think, like, people put them up a stud and it's so expensive, it's not worth it, 'cause you're not guaranteed to get the foal that you want from them. So I've just been trying to find essentially a cheap stud that has some decent colouring on them. Not decent as in like interesting, I just mean like obviously I have coats that I prefer. Like I much prefer a liver chestnut than a normal chestnut or like a normal bay. So I've been trying to pick out coats that I find are a bit interesting. And also some of them, like I've just gone with, if there's a paint that's cheap enough, I'll do it with a paint. Or a Tobiano, sorry. I should keep it accurate, factual. I won't. You know, to me they're interchangeable. Paint, Tobiano, doesn't matter. I just call it a paint horse. Which I know is not correct. I know that. But it's, we're talking about a horse game. This isn't technically real life, so I'll say what I want. But yeah, so those, I will end up selling them eventually. This is my sales tab. So we have had a decent amount of sales, to be fair. We still need to sell a lot more horses. I have put the prices down on some of them, just because obviously I kind of just want them to go. I'm not too bothered about how much I get from them now. So yeah, some of them are having the prices brought down a little bit, but there is a lot of quarter horses that I still have to sell. So if you're into the quarter horses, there are some cool ones. I really liked this one. She is black with silver over the top and an SW1, which again, I have no idea what that means. I need to figure out what that means, but she is stunning. She's gorgeous. I love this coat colour so much. But yeah, lots and lots of quarter horses still. Oldenburgs, and we've got a load of foals as well. I really liked this foal, which again, I think is buckskin. I'm going to be kicking myself if buckskin isn't the word that I'm looking for. I think it is, but I might be wrong. My brain is not functioning this morning. But yeah, he was really cool. If he was just a better GP, I might have kept him. But again, he's not got any white markings, so I'm really into the white markings right now. You know what? While we're here, I might actually see if there are any Kathiawari foals that have any more of the white markings on them that I can actually afford to buy. I will say, look at my bank. Look at how much money I have. This is the most money I've ever had, ever, and I'm so happy. We've got to, I believe, the final one in the riding school. I don't know what happens after this. I assume you just can't earn any money like this anymore, but I've been trying to keep myself up to date with those. Okay, we need to go through and sell a load of more horses on the market. That's fine. I can put those on later. But we will have a look to see if there's any Kathiawari foals that we can afford that are cool. Where is it? There we go. Do I want to just look at foals, or I suppose we can keep it. We'll go 5. Total GP, again, we don't really care that much about GP right now. We do, but that's not what I'm looking for. It's so, I feel like the pictures never used to be this tiny, but I need to zoom all the way in just to see these. But like, the annoying thing is the foals don't always end up the colour that they look on their foal picture. Like, this one is a lovely, lovely dark bay, but I guarantee you he's not going to look like that when he grows up. Like, I'm pretty sure if that is greying around his eyes like I think it is, he's going to be grey. And we don't want that, you know? We don't want to do that. Obviously, I'm going from the cheapest first, which means we probably won't have any cool ones yet. Should we just go... Should I just go from to expensive first? Highest buyout? Have a look what we can see. That is cool. That's got a nice face marking. We cannot afford any of these though. That is a lovely grey. If the one that I was talking about earlier turns out to be that kind of grey, I'll be so happy. See, that is nice as well. I don't have any black Kathiawaris. I haven't seen very many black Kathiawaris either, but gorgeous. See, these, I need patterns like these. I need it. I need to probably breed with more studs like this. It says cheap stud. Cheap stud. He's got a blue eye as well. Okay. We're not gonna buy him because I just cannot afford him, but let's see how expensive. He's not expensive to stud with. So I'm gonna bookmark him. We could potentially breed with him. The stallion that he was bred from, again, is also gorgeous. Is he cheap enough? No. Okay, that is a shame because that is stunning. This is what I need in my life. Okay, guys, this is what I'm aiming for. You know, I want higher GP Kathiawaris, but I want the paint coats. Give it to me. Anyway, back to having a look through these. I think I'm zooming in too much. But if I don't zoom in that much, you can't really see them. Again, this one is stunning. It's a black, but it's also Sabino? Is that what it is? Sabino? I don't know. Anyway, gorgeous, stunning. I love it. I'm not going to be able to afford... Oh, wow. Oh, I love that. I love that so much. And this one, I don't think I've seen this one before, but that is also very nice. I need some of the paint pattern ones. It's so cute. Adorable. Maybe I should actually... Ooh. Ooh. Is that like a Grula coat? Is that what that is? Stunning. I should maybe put in... Ooh, is that what I think it is? Is that a liver chestnut? Please say you've changed, you've done the colours. Okay, that is chestnut. That is a liver chestnut. This is what I want. This is what I want, guys. I can't afford it though. But that's what I want. A liver chestnut. What are you? Are you also a liver chestnut? You look cool. So that's a bay, but that is a gorgeous bay. I don't know what you'd call that, but that is a stunning colour. Again, I cannot afford it. This is cute. Again, can't afford. Okay, I am actually going to put in a price filter. Buyout price. What do I have? How much money do I have? Maybe nothing more. No, 200,000. Let's have a look. If there's anything cool that I can get. Probably not, but we'll have a look anyway. There is so many pages to this. I'm not going to be able to properly look through them all. I kind of just want to get any that has like a paint pattern, to be honest. So I could probably zoom out a bit and just... We'll go for any that have a cool paint looking pattern. The pictures very much are tiny on this, and I don't want to keep zooming in and out too much, so I feel like that'll just look silly. But I want one, the paint pattern, because if I can get a stud with the paint pattern, or a mare with the paint pattern, I could more likely breed for a paint pattern, you know? If that's how this works. But I'm not going to pay too much attention to the actual colour of the foal, because I know that it doesn't always look like that. Which is upsetting, you know, I want to know what I'm buying. No, I'm not seeing any. I feel like we've started too low. We might as well start from the highest, because realistically they're not going to be selling those for cheap. Can we not go from the first page? Okay, is this the first page with the highest buyout? We'll just refresh it just in case. Okay, see, that's a black one. I do kind of really want a black one. He is black. I'll debate that one. It's only an hour till it's over, so I can debate him. Ooh, 50,000. Are you just gonna be black? Yeah, we could. He's gonna be cheaper. I'll put a bid on him. So I do kind of want a black one, you know. But I don't think. Ooh, no, you're very similar to one we've already got. I don't feel like I'm gonna be able to afford any that have a pattern, so we probably won't see any here, which is a shame. But it is a breeding goal, and it's always good to have breeding goals, especially for games like this, so you know what you're aiming for. But I think Kathiawari is obviously I want to get the GP higher. Ooh. Oh, could we afford you? So this one is Bay, and it's got the double SW1. I'm gonna have to. We'll put a bid on him. We might not end up getting him, but I'll put a bid on. I'll see if I can keep coming on until he's finished. I didn't actually check how long was left on his thing. He's nice. Chestnut though. I'm not as keen on the chestnuts. Again, that's very similar to the one that we've got. It's not going grey though, but it does have the blue eyes. I think we'll pass for now. We'll pass for now. I think we got pretty good with the two that I've gone for. If we could get a liver chestnut, I'd be quite happy. There's any liver chestnuts going. Oh, is that flaxen chestnut? I think it is. It's a stallion though. I feel like we don't need more stallions. I don't need loads of stallions. Not the best GP either. Flax and chestnut is cool though. Like, I prefer the different types of chestnuts to just like a plain chestnut like this. Like, I don't like this very much, but a flaxen chestnut's good, and a liver chestnut is even better. I think that might be it for my little shopping spree. I don't know how much more money I can risk spending, especially because I am breeding a lot with other people's studs, so I do need some money. It's gorgeous. Lovely light palomino. A nice buckskin colour. Very light. Okay, I think I'm happy with the two that we've put a bid on. My offers. Oh, I did apparently also bid on this a while ago. 3 days ago. I bid on this one, which expires in a day, so hopefully we'll get that one as well, because that is gorgeous. I don't know. Yeah, so it's chestnut done. It looks like it's going to be a very cool colour, very light. So hopefully, I think it's got a blue eye as well, potentially. But that one's cute. I forgot I bid on that one. But that ends in a day and 20 hours. This one ends in just under 7.5 hours. And this one, again, a day and just under 20 hours. So hopefully in the next video, I'll be able to show you that I've got at least one of these. Hopefully, I think I want the foals more than I want the stallion, potentially. But, you know, if I come away with at least one of these, I think I'll be happy enough. But I don't want to spend too much more of my money. Obviously, we've got enough in the bank that I can bring some more money out when I need to, but I'm trying to save up, you know, because a lot of the horses that I end up liking are very expensive. Very expensive. But yeah, so I've got some bookmarked horses that I sometimes breed with. I'm gonna try, obviously, the Kathiawaris. I'm gonna breed from those for a bit more on this guy to see if I can get some more that have the SW1 that I like. This is the stallion I was talking about earlier, the Oldenburg one. That is cream over chestnut. Which again, I don't know what you would call this. I know it's a palomino, but it doesn't look like a palomino. It's like a smoky colour, which I really like. But I am so happy that Phoenix ended up with that coat colour. Because her as a foal was just a very light palomino colour, which I would have loved, absolutely loved. But this, gorgeous, I love it. I don't even know how she got that colour, because this guy is a buckskin, I'm assuming. I'm going to really be kicking myself if I'm saying that wrong, if I'm saying the wrong coat colour, but he's like a very light buckskin. And the mother, this one, is obviously a grey, but she was black, I believe. She would have been black. So yeah, I don't really know how we got this, but I'm not complaining at all. I'm not complaining. She looks good. She looks good. She looks great. Yeah, the new horse profiles, I'm not sure how I feel about them. When they first dropped, I hated it, but I think I'm getting used to it now, so I really don't mind. It's just, I don't know, I liked it when it was here, when the information was here, but it's still cute. It's still cute. It's still nice. Oh, okay, this is gonna make it so much easier to get thumbnail photos. I'm happy enough with that. Okay, I don't mind that. But yeah, so like I say, a lot of the Oldenburg mares I have will end up being sold when they give birth. We do have some that we're waiting for, obviously. It makes me so upset when I see that I have like 40 days to wait for a foal that I really like, but it ends up going by quite quickly. But yeah, I haven't really been on this game as much as I usually do. I've pretty much just been coming on to do the riding school and making sure that all the horses that I want to sell are up for sale. I have not been training them or caring for them myself, just because it takes so long. I have so many horses. But yeah, that is all for today's video. Obviously, if you like any of the horses in my sales folder, please have a look at them, please buy them. Again, if you message me and let me know which one you're looking at, I could potentially give you a bit of a discount. Because like I say, I'm not too bothered about the money for most of these. I kind of just want to get them sold, so I can potentially take a little of the money off. But yeah, please buy them. That is it for today's video. I hope you have enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!